Greetings! My name's Dwayne, and I'm going to show you how to make a snowflake. And this is actually made out of a glitter foam sheet. I saw a 30-second video on Pinterest one night and thought, wow, I can try to make something like that real quick. And so I tried to follow simple instructions through the pictures. So I went out and bought, this is a 9 by 12 glitter sheet, standard size, got it through Joann's, but you can find it at the craft stores. And what I did was I marked off on the back 3-inch squares. So since it's 9 by 12, marked them off 3 inches. And I'm actually going to get 2 of the snowflakes out of just one sheet. And so very simple, easy to cut out. And as I said, I measured them off 3 inches by 3 inches. And then just cut out the squares. Now, for each snowflake, you're going to need 6 squares. So I got a total two snowflakes out of one of these. Let me grab the squares here. And so once we got them cut out, all 6 of my squares, we're going to take a square and fold it over. Move some of this out of the way here so we can fold it over. Diagonal triangle there. And you don't want to crease it, but you want to bend it a little bit there. So we're folded over. And the side going towards your bend there, your fold, you're going to cut 1/2 inch strips all the way up. Stop before you get to the fold. So what you want is a 1/2 inch. And you can mark that off. If you want to mark them off before you start, mark off. Just mark off a 1/2 inch. And you're going to have 7 cuts that you're going to make. I'm just going to cut them off here. I eyeball so I can do about that, but you want to go straight up, and right before you get to the fold there, about a 1/2 inch, stop your cut. Go up there. As I said, we're going to do 7 cuts. Getting closer, smaller. So when we open it up, have this nice little fanned out there. Now what I did then was I put it on its back side. So we had the dull side facing up. And you're going to go and fold over. And I started on my right-hand side. I'm right-handed, so I started on the right side. I fold it over, just roll it over. So I have the glitter side up here. And I take my glue gun and I just put a little dab, just a light little line. Once I get started, I really don't even have to press my trigger at all because I just have this little bit that will drip out at the very end of the nozzle there. And I only want it to be a light mount too because I don't want extra hanging out overneath or coming off the sides or anything. And I want it to stick real quick. So if I'm just putting a little dab there, that holds there. Now I'm going every other one. So make sure that you're looking at that and getting at that. I've done that a couple times where I've grabbed something off to the other side, but make sure you're doing every other one. And you're going to do, again, I don't even have to press my button there, my trigger. I'm able to just put a little dab on there, glue down the tops, hold it there for just a couple seconds, and we're glued together. As I said, I don't want glue coming all out the sides or anything, so just a little bit. Roll it up here. It gets a little bit tighter as you get up, going up towards the top because you've got smaller things to work with, but get it glued there. And our last one at the very top, you'll see, yes, it just barely rolls up here. Again, we're gluing just the top there. And put it together there. Now the reason I did with the dull side, the non-glitter side up, was so I could have 4 of these with the glitter side showing. So the other way, I only have 3 when I turn it over, because we're going to do the other side and do the exact same thing. But what you're going to do is roll it up, and now you have the non-glitter side, the non-shiny side, whatever you want to call it. Gonna roll that over and stick that on there. And do that 2 more times. So again, very quick and easy here. Make sure you get a light amount of glue on there. And as I said, so now you got 4 of your glitter shiny side and 3 of the duller sides there. So you're going to take all 6 pieces and cut them out. Once they're cut out, you'll have 6 pieces. And move things around here. And I lay them out so I can see that I have all the pieces here together. And what I'm looking to do is to put my shiny sides on one side, the dull side on the next. Shiny, dull, shiny, dull, shiny, dull. Just going around there, so when I put it together, I can have this uniform look. And what I'm doing is just gluing the tips again, just the edge here. I don't want to go up in here or anything. I just want to get my tips there glued. So again, I'm just adding just a little fair amount there. So I can glue the tip on there. Hold it for a moment. Again, I got the shiny side, dull, shiny, dull, and just following in that same pattern. I mean, you can mix it up a little bit if you want to do that. I just found that it looks better and more symmetrical if I'm doing along the same line there. So I'm putting just a little dab of glue. Again, just gluing it together right at the tips there. Hold it for a moment. And we're just going to go all the way around, doing all 6 of them. I think the longest part of this, project is just waiting for the glue there while it's drying there. So As I said, we're just trying to get the tips as much as possible. We don't want to get the insides or anything because we don't want it to collapse on itself. So we want to get the tips there. And we'll stick our last one in here. Oop. Okay, so there we have our snowflake. Now, what I've also done, just to add a little bit more character to it and just to add some more support, because all we have is the tips there glued, I've gone and I've looked around and I found some of, this is actually holiday picks from Hobby Lobby, and they have a couple different colors depending on what you're doing. I found also there's different picks that you can get, Joann's, Dollar Tree, any of those that have different things. Some of them have glitter balls on them. They're foams. These are more of a hard plastic. And what I've done is sort of broken those off there. You can also use pom-poms. Pom-poms work great too. I've put a pom-pom on some of them. You get some of the darker ones. Again, something you can actually pick up any of the craft stores. Put some glue on there. Put that ball right in the center there. Brings it together nicely. Looks beautiful. I love that. Goes well with the colors there. You'll have to, again, look around for different picks, different things that match. They look great. Now here, with the snowflake, what I did with my other one was I put the ball on the back side too. Now, I've had so many people suggest, why not just put a magnet on there? You can put a magnet on there, put it on your refrigerator, or you could just run some sort of ribbon or tie through the top part here and hang it. So you have other options there that, just as a nice snowflake. What I'm doing is just putting them on packages and just adding a little bit of, so it's like a little bit of a ribbon there. Real pretty snowflake. Also, try different colors. I wanted to see what it looked like if I could do more of a candy cane effect. And again, here's a ball that I actually got. These were picks from Dollar Tree that I put on there and glued on. So I got the front and back side. So many different things I can do to hang that and just have a nice ornament. And I'm just going to finish that off on the other side there with one more of my balls here. And that way I have another finished snowflake. So that's it. All you need is one of the glitter foam sheets. You can cut it up in 3x3 squares and going to make 2 snowflakes out of that. A lot of fun, great for the holidays.